What up, everybody? It's me, Mr. Right, here with another deck profile to give y'all the chaos and mayhem at Scarfight fighting areas. We got great nature being taught to us by famous Professor Bigbelly. This is the deck I've been testing out, and I'm still testing, but I feel it's getting to those final stages to where I'm liking where it's at. Go ahead and subscribe, like the video, and leave any comments or questions you want into the comment section. Anything you want to talk about, like civilized adults, and we'll make it happen. So the Star, the Telescope Rabbit, I've been testing this out mainly because of our great ones, and our great ones need things to lead, and this helps us with that. Counterblast one restless unit. Choose one of your great nature rear guards, gives it +4 and retires it at the end of the turn. So with that, I still want to try to run Pencil Koala just because of the pressure it gives my opponent when I'm in Generation Break, but some of these cards in here aren't Generation Break, so just to give us a little bit of advantage before we get to Generation. So yeah, I might test out, was it Intellimouse, I think it's called. Has the same effect minus the counterblast, and it's a 4K body, but I do like the 5K that it gives because of that extra guard too. Trigger lineup. Of course, because G Guardians are a thing, 4 heal triggers, the new heal trigger at that, gotta stay alive. Then we have 4 of the draw trigger, Castanet Donkey, just because the soul can be used and we want to, fuel the soul just a little bit. Giving our units a bonus is also another good thing there. Not only that, but it's a draw trigger. Do be careful of how much you draw because you have a possibility to deck out. I haven't done so yet, but if the game prolongs too long, there's a possibility to do so. So one of my favorite crits here is of course Cutter Falcon, just because of the art, and 4 of the Bigbelly crit goes in the soul, draws your card +5 Bigbelly. There's pretty much nothing else there. Great. Got 4 Shell Master because counter blasting can be quite costly in the deck, and we have this card to help us counter charge. Not only that, but we do have the G Guard. So we got 3 of the Stride Fodder. Just because of room purposes, I normally run 4 Stride Fodder, but 3 is fine. We got 3 Coiling Duckbill. Again, because of room, I wish I could run more. Basically I call him life insurance. When I plan on retiring one of my rear guards, I call this to rear. Give that rear that I plan on retiring the effect when it's retired, I draw. And so he can help really push forward in the draw department. Because of the limited space, we are running 3 Mike Sabuto. He is a great researcher because we only run 6 grade 3s. So yeah, he does the same thing as Spoiling Duck Bill, except for I call it Grandpa Insurance. And then we got 2 Stamp Sea Otter. This card here is a promo. Basically it's skill. You can throw all the power you want onto it. It can't be retired as long as you have a Great Nature Vanguard, and that is at all times. Some people may be running the Bigbelly, that does the same thing as this card, except for, again, I don't want to rely specifically on Generation. So I see enough of this card at 2. I only want to run it at 2 because I don't want to ride it. But we do ride our PGs, so that's the thing. My 2s are still in the testing phase, but for right now I'm running 2 Problem Child Gray Belly. We have a Bigbelly Vanguard, and he's a success, 20,000 or greater. He attacks the Vanguard, Soul Blast 1. You choose up to 2 of your rear guards, gives them +4, and then at the end of turn they retire and you draw. So you draw so much with this deck, it's crazy. You could run them at 3, it's not a problem. You got 2 Binoculars Tiger, my ideal Riot target. I would like to have at least 1 more, maybe, and that's a strong maybe. Sleepy Tappy here could be an easy swap out for this card because this is kind of on the pricey side. But when Vanguard or Rear Guard, when it attacks, it gives one of your Rear Guards +4, and of course it retires that unit that got the +4 bonus. One of the targets I like to give is 2 Guru Wolf here. When it swings for 20,000 greater, attack hits the Vanguard, you draw 1. So it's not a once per turn thing. You can constantly swing, and get the draws off. And of course, 2 Anchor Rabbit. I like this card because it has multiple uses. The main use, I would like to see it restand when it's 20,000 or greater. When it attacks, when it's 20,000 or greater, you can counterblast 1 and restand this unit. Doesn't get an extra bonus, but of course, let's say you run 12 crit and you got 2-3 crit in your opponent PG. Of course, 15 upon this card here automatically puts it at success. Swinging for 23, I do believe. Counterblast 1, restand it, and attack again. If you have a Crown Tiger or Tuskmaster, restand it again, give it +4, swing again. The second effect is it gets a boost. So both of those generation effects there. Counterblast 1, it gets the boost ability should you want to do that. Those are separate effects, so don't go thinking, oh, I'm going to restand it. No. So you got a Counterblast 2 for Counterblast 1 for each effect. And of course the MVP of the deck, Crayon Tiger, helps your power plays and early, pretty much your first stride turn to become a very good, success. So when he's an Amber clone, or she's an Amber clone, 1 or 2, boosted, attacking the Vanguard, Counterblast 1, restand on 1 of your rears, give it +4, and then in the turn draw a card, return that unit. So definitely a good card, very expensive, that's for sure. So as I stated before, we're running 6 grade 3s because of Mike Sabado. We can get exactly what we need. Tuskmaster does the exact same thing like Crayon Tiger, minusing the whole draw effect there. And it is a once per turn, like I said, like Crayon Tiger. So power plays would be to have either both Tuskmaster out on field or 1 Tuskmaster, 1 Crayon Tiger. You can swing as many times as you're able to, and he's a really good card in my opinion. I may try the Panda because it does the same thing as Guru Wolf. So yeah. And then of course we have the Institute leader, famous Professor Bigbelly. Everybody knows who he is because his skill, Generation Break 2, notorious Great Nature skill. When it swings at Vanguard, give a unit +4 on the rear circle, and of course you retire that unit, but you get the draw. So you get a plus off of that. It's great. Is other skill when you stride on is why we run draw trigger, so we can fill our field prior to striding, depending on what we're facing. Counterblast 1, give up to 2 units the ability of, they both get +4, and should that column swing for 20,000 or greater and the attack hits, you get to draw 1 card. And that is a very awesome effect there. Your opponent is going to be guarding 2 columns at all times if they don't want that effect to go off. Again, the draw triggers do help set up not only that, but if we get at least 1 C-Stamp otter on the field, then we're golden. Because our rear guards are going to be getting retired anyway. Stride. Alright, so to start our strides off, we have 3 Kundalini, the counter charge stride. Once it's placed in G circle, we can choose to give one of our rear guards. Retire this at the end of turn. At the end of each turn, retire this unit and counter charge 1. So of course, like I said, if we can get at least one C-stamp otter, or if you're running the grade 1 Bigbelly that does the same thing, that's also as good, because again, the deck can be counterblast heavy. We're running one Scryu because we will have the hand to ultimately defend ourselves. We're running 2 Wisdom Tailor Dragon. I still love this card. Helps fetch out those PGs early. Our opponent doesn't want our other rear guards that are already going to be swinging for 20,000 or greater and getting a draw. This card also gives a +4 bonus to a unit should the attack swing for 20,000 or greater. You draw a card, and then they of course have that on hit effect of Bigbelly should you were able to get that. You got 2 Grim Thirst. After the battle that this unit attack the Vanguard. Soul Blast 1, choose one of your rear guards, give it +4, you can give it a tip. If you didn't want to retire that unit, then that's it, but if you give an additional +4, if it's 20,000 or greater, you draw a card, and of course that unit is then retired, should you give it that additional. We're running 1 Silk Vest. It's mainly there just because I need something to unflip. But it's on stride skill is very simple. Should you have 3 or more rear guards, it gets a +10, and then should when it's in success, you draw a card. So when it is in success, one of your rear guards has to be 25 or greater, and that's kind of big, but it's not impossible. So we're running 1 Funk because sometimes we're facing Kagero, or if you're in a Kagero meta or something that retires your rear guards, of that sort when you're attacking and they're defending. This is pretty much the anti-Kagero card. Counterblast 1. Flip up something in your G zone and choose any number of your rear guards, and until the end of turn, this unit cannot be retired by card effects. So your whole field gets resist, and that includes from your own card effects, so you get to keep your field the entire turn, which is fantastic, especially if you're facing Diablo or anything like that. So yeah, and not only that, but for each rear guard chosen by this effect, this card gets +4. So that's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Yay! So yeah. Then of course, this is what I'm running. Of course, is 4 Mana Garma, because if we can get at least 1 heal trigger in hand and we didn't get the stride first, then we use Kundalini or Scryu or whatever you have, then you get the counter charge. Then you'll be set up for GB2. So its skill, Counterblast 1 for some flip. If the number in your G zone is 2 or more, choose up to 2 of your rear guards, and they get the +4 bonus. They are not retired. So if you got Bigbelly skill off, and then this skill, your two columns on the side just got +8. Not only that, but your opponent cannot choose grade 1s or greater from hand to guard with from hand. They can still G guard, of course, that's the thing, but it's going to be really hard to get past that no 1s are higher. And then we got 2 Bigbelly, Sage Saint Professor Bigbelly. I recently pulled off, what was it? It was a G guard. I G guarded twice. Then I went to Grim Thirst. Then I went to Mana Garma, and then Bigbelly. The something of that degree. So it's skill counterblast one, persona flip. Choose one of your rear guards against plus 4,000 for each face up unit in your G zone. So you want to make sure you're able to stride as much as possible or G guard as much as possible, because with the rabbits that we have in here that restand, the crayon tigers that restand on other rear guards, that rear guard is going to be perfect guarded beyond a shadow of a doubt, or whatever. But for each face-up unit in your G zone, choose one of your units that unit gets. So when this unit attack hits, the one that got the plus 4,000 for all of those, choose the same number of rear guards as the number of face-up units in your G zone. So if you have 5 units in your G zone, face up that unit that attacked, they got the plus 4, 8, what was it, 20? Plus 20, and it swung, the attack didn't hit, counterblast one, restand it, the attack hit, you get to stand your field again. So this card, if you wanted to run that for, you could. I don't find it necessary to do so, but if you wanted to, and you got the money to do so, I'm not knocking you. That's just what I'm playing. So yeah. Comment, like, subscribe to my channel. Anything y'all would make changes to, or additions to the deck, leave them in the comments section. I would definitely look into it. Go ahead, share the video with your mama, grandma, auntie, uncle, dad, mom, wife, sister, brother, uncle, niece, nephew, mistress, side dude, anybody who plays Vanguard. Spread the word.